What's going on, everyone? Welcome into the Streamer Hub. My name is Andy, and today we're actually going to be starting a new series. During the stream, I host a segment called Creative Critique, where I go in and try to offer free mentorship to anyone looking to improve their content. Each week there'll be a new video trying to help you to become the best content creator that you possibly can, and maybe offer some tips from the journey that I've been on with everything that I've done with research or doing the streams myself. And if you do want to watch it live, I do stream it on Twitch at 5 PM GMT every single Thursday. I would love to see you there. So what we're going to look at first is his panels, okay? Now, from right away, I really like that his panels are all laid out really well. They're all kind of the same panels, so the ones that are crucial, they're all pretty the same, and the ones that he wants to stand out a little bit more are a little bit different. If we go into my channel from here, right? Panels, okay? One of them stands out from all of them, from the ones you see right here, and that's the Streamer Hub. And that's because I choose to make which ones stand out and which ones don't. I think it's great when you have panels that are all the same because they all work, but if there's specific ones that you want to stand out from the crowd, having something that's different is what can really make a difference. And that is what I see that Soda's done. He's got the Realm partner that's standing out a little bit more. He's also got the shop. What I would say with panels, okay? What your panels should do is be moving left to right in a organized sequence. And the first one should be your most important panel. Because again, the eye reads usually from left to right, up to down, left to right. You know what I mean? That's how we usually read it. So having the first one is your most important one is what's going to make it stand out. So if he's wanting to increase his revenue a little bit, maybe having his shop as the first one would be a good thing because that's maybe the first thing that people would click on, which I really like to see. I would try and get a sequence going with your panels for being maybe generalized information, where they can spend money on you, about your schedule, your PC specs, everything other, and then your socials. I think that's the best way to go for it moving forward and really pushing that to make it more clean and more professional. What I would say is try to make a habit of looking at the chat maybe every 30 seconds or so, and maybe even more so in high or in less intense situations. So when you're first looting, when you know there's no one really around you when you're playing the game. Obviously when you're in higher intense situations, you can't always talk to stream. I get it, I understand that completely. But for someone coming first into your stream for the first time ever, and you nearly taking a minute to respond, I've found a lot of people when I used to do my market research on Twitter, that when people come into your stream, you have like between 5 to 30 seconds to prove to them why they should stay. And if chat engagement is something you want to really boost, then that is something you have to work on and being more mindful of the chat is there. I always feel there should be a good balance, either between 60-40% with streamer and chat or 70-30% with streamer and chat with engagement. Now what I'd done at the start was actually have a notepad in front of me with open-ended questions there, but not just normal open-ended questions, good open-ended questions, okay? What projects are you working on right now within your stream, within content? What are you wanting to move into within 2020? These are really easy, but simple and effective ways to bring up engagement. Start working on how to commentate over your game. Speak about why you picked up a certain gun, why you like a certain perk rather than another, why you tend to push teams rather than being less defensive, why you choose this tactic over others. Really creating a place where you're consistently talking with you in your stream. The guy comes in, okay, he says, not much here, how about you? I'm having a fantastic day so far. I'm playing some Realm Royale. I'm really enjoying it. Tell me, what's your plans for the rest of the day? Are you just going to be chilling? Right, he says, good stream so far, dubs out the wazoo. And you could just respond, yeah, the stream has been fantastic so far. Not got any dubs yet, but really looking forward to it. Are you going to be playing any games today? Do you see the little change in the question afterwards? That is the key to engagement. It's the second question after you've answered it. It's keeping the engagement going. Where does being genuine fit in? What if you're not ready, as I'm not? If you're being genuine, like, that fits in with everything. I think you have to be genuine because people work you out really quickly. If you're not being yourself, if you're not being yourself, people work out that really quickly. And I used to do that. I used to try and cater to the masses and focus more on catering to more people because that's what I thought worked, but I wasn't myself. We always talk about the page or your Twitter page should give you all the information you need in the first bit. When you first click on this, you should have all the information you need right away, no matter what. So I should learn everything I need to know about you with anything. What you're trying to do is for when someone first finds your page, they need to be able to see everything that they need to be able to follow you or want to see your content. So some of the things we actually talk about is having a little bit about yourself in the bio, telling people, giving a really, really small but descriptive term about yourself, where they can find you, your business email, maybe your schedule, other social media platforms. If you're confident enough, having your picture there puts a face to your tweets. So when you're tweeting out, people can see who you are, what you're like, and kind of put a face to what you're speaking about and your personality as a whole, if that makes sense. You can kind of get a little bit more in depth about who I am. Do you know what I mean? You can see, for me, I try aggressively positive. It's obviously a little bit about me. I try to spread positivity, gives you a little bit more. Podcaster relates back to my podcast as a whole. I try to push myself in other areas other than just streaming to release podcast. Question asking master, again, a little bit more information to me as a person. The team I'm working for, lead streamer for Hype Unit, giving again a little understanding for who I am and what I try to do within social media or streaming platforms. The Streamer Hub relating back to the full website I built, which you can then go to right from directly from there. And then my business email, a huge one so many people lack is not having their business email within their Twitter bio. Companies sometimes want to find you and will often go to your Twitter bio to find that. Maybe they'll go to your stream, but your Twitter bio is really, really easy as a lot more people see you on social media. So having your business email there just allows really, really ease of access to your business email when companies want to come and work for you. It's focusing more on scheduling, scheduling content and working note by note as to why you want to schedule that content. Say you want to work on montages, okay? So you have on Monday morning, I want to get the clips sorted for the montage to send to the montage editor. I then want to work on clips for the next week so that next week I'm going to be getting those sorted for that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? You are then making extra steps instead of just saying, I'm just going to upload more montage clips to my Instagram. It's not the same as I'm going to upload montage clips to Instagram. I'm going to get them all to them on Monday. They're hopefully going to be up by Thursday. That's when I'm going to put them up on Instagram. And I'm going to do the same the week after. I'm going to hop back over to your Twitter for the final part to look at some of your tweets, and how you could maybe develop that further. A lot of this isn't about you. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with retweeting things that mean a lot to you and what you're trying to push forward as a person. But remember why people follow you on Twitter. It's for you. But what I do feel is that people follow you for a reason. People are following you for that reason. So they want to see more about you and who you are as a person. If we take mine, for example, right? I've got my Twitch thing for I'm going live. I've got someone who supported me doing my podcast. For my brother, I've got that, putting that out. I've got them talking about me. So you don't have to scroll anywhere to find out more about me. You see everything that I'm trying to push right there. If you take a clip from stream, you have person A, right? They download the clip from their stream, they go into Premiere Pro and they edit the clip a little bit, put it on Twitter and have a nice little caption there. Whereas else you have someone else who goes onto your stream, takes the clip URL and posts it on Twitter with not really that great a caption. You see the difference right away. Someone has taken the time to utilize their clip and post it on Twitter, taking that extra step to show people they are willing to work hard for that. If you are willing to take the extra step to ask your followers questions, bring more engagement to your streams, like your Motivational Mondays, your Wellness Wednesdays, that is showing you are willing to put in more work than the other person who's not. That doesn't mean you have to tweet everything out you think of in your head at the moment. I have tweets in my drafts from things I've thought about during the day. So if you're at lunch and you think of a really good tweet to think, but you don't want to post it just yet, write the tweet down, save it in your drafts, and post it later. Then you will rack up a lot of tweets that you can post throughout the day as sort of posts that if you don't have the time to post, you've got a tweet already set up, ready to go that you thought of weeks prior that you can just post right away without any thought process. What should I do for my going live post is I battle with what to put in them. This is a really, really good one. And before I actually go on to that, now I seen you put 1, which was good, but see here, 4 retweets is too much. 4 retweets is too much. It's actually been proven on the Twitter from Twitter analysts that 1 to 2 hashtags is what works best for Twitter engagement. Now, there's nothing wrong with putting more if you really do want to, but the more blue, the less it kind of looks good. The less blue that you have, the better the post looks. Now, for me, I put 1 to 2 maximum. Now, going live posts. This is where a lot of people get stuck. Going live posts, right? You see them all the time. Everyone from Twitter puts going live posts when they go live, most of the time anyway. So going live post, right? You have the generic going live post. Someone puts going live on Twitch, come hang out, right? And then they post that and they post their link, right? Okay. Worst type of going live post ever. That is the worst type of going live post ever. See any of you doing that, you'll be getting slapped. That doesn't show who you are, right? That doesn't show why people should come and stop by your stream. Why would anyone want to come and stop by your stream if you just had that? Say you can't do a video or anything like that, right? And you want to put a little more pizzazz to it, okay? So going live on Twitch for the next couple of hours. Going to be playing Apex, then possibly some just chatting. Maybe you're trying to working on becoming top 20% in EU. Come hang out, and then you've got that, right? It's a simple thing to do, but it makes it so much better. Look at the difference that's made from writing 2 extra lines within your live tweet. After that, you then want to take it to the next level. There's 2 ways of doing this, and they both kind of match each other depending on what works for you better. Some people have a picture, which works great. What this does is it shows people who you are, putting a name to the tweet that you've just put out, and maybe they want to stop by to check you out a little bit more. For me, videos work better because it's really, really easy. Say I was doing a cosplay stream. I wanted to put that out to show that I was doing a cosplay stream. I could just put that on and people understand that I'm going live. Now pictures can work fantastic. It shows the person who they are, and if I was in cosplay right now, it would show exactly what cosplay I was in, so people know exactly what they're going to find when they come into my stream. But I'm not like that. I can't do cosplay. I'm a lazy arsehole. So what I tend to do then instead is create videos for when I'm going live. And that is what helps show my personality off better. This was my video from today.
What's going on,
right?
everyone? We are live.
This was my video from today.
For Creative Critique. I don't know who we're doing this week, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. We've already got 2 Patreon mentors going at the moment, and I've been so loving doing this. If you do want to come and stop by, the link is up above, and I can't wait to see you there.
Do you see the difference in the steps that we take to be extra and show that we're willing to put in the work to bring people into our stream? Do you see the difference? We go from someone doing 2 lines in their Twitter post to just their link. We then go from someone doing 4 lines on their Twitter post, but giving a little bit more insight to what we're playing, why we're playing it, and where they can find us from their stream. We then go from doing the 4 lines, talking about ourselves, what we're going to be doing in the stream, and also a picture for people to understand who we are as a person. And then also we get the 4th one of going from all the lines, maybe some of the hashtags as well for your team or what you're working towards, and a video showing where you can find me and also what I'm going to be doing within this stream. It shows you're willing to put in more work and will bring more people in from Twitter because you are willing to put in the effort that 99% of people are not willing to put in. Being negative and being a negative person is really, really easy to do. It is. I can wake up today and say I hate everyone, I hate everything, and I'm going to hate that for the rest of my life. That's easy. That's the easy way out. The hard thing to do in life is to be positive and try to look for the positives in life when it tries to bring you down. Life throws curveballs at you all the time, every single day.